and it's 9 o'clock in the morning on the 26th of June 2014, and Mercury is still retrograde. Mercury's been retrograde now for about 2 weeks. It's going to be retrograde for about another 5 or 6 days. It's actually retrograding in the latter 10 degrees of Gemini and the first 2 or 3 days of Cancer. And I suppose in terms of birthdays, it's directly affecting those people born between the 10th and the 25th of June, December, March and September. So people born at the end of Virgo, Gemini, Pisces, Sag, and the very start of Cancer, Capricorn, Libra, Aries. And if you're one of these, then you're going to have found that over the coming last 6 weeks, there's been a growing sense of, especially during the end of May, the last 2 weeks of May, a growing sense of frustration, irritation, and anger. I referred to it at the time as a kind of dull anger. And the inability to get anything clear, to say anything, to make things move, but still the feeling that something needs to shift. This does seem to have passed in recent days. Just in the last 3 or 4 days, things seem to be perking up a bit, even though Mercury is still retrograde. And I put this down to the fact that Mercury is retrograde in its own sign now, in Gemini. And maybe I'm a little bit ahead of a curve on this one. I like to think so, but I suggest that some people, especially those who have got an edge for the future, that this last 2 or 3 days has seen the start of some type of turnaround. Yes, the Grand Cross is ongoing and will continue to be ongoing for another week or two as the Sun now moves into opposition to Pluto and square to Uranus, and a very weak square to Mars. But this is the end game. This is the last 2 or 3% of it. It's the final tremors and aftershocks. What with the Mercury retrograde sort of mopping up things, I think. I do suspect that more and more now people are beginning to sort of flex their muscles. Individuals are beginning to get themselves together and think, okay, I can do things now. Maybe I can't, yes, but I'm beginning to get ready. And batteries are getting charged. Everything's getting ripe and ready and fertile. And I do suspect that around midday UK time on Tuesday the 1st of July, symbolically there will be some type of point where Mercury stops going retrograde and starts going forward, when there will be a release of energy which will make people feel much more enthusiastic. It seems increasingly that the more individual horoscopes I look at, and I'm doing a fair few at the moment, it does seem that increasingly the more we get into the 2nd, 3rd and 4th week of July, the level of direct action at the individual level, not so much the global or corporate or company, but the individual level, is going to be pretty fast. And a lot of people are going to find that July is going to be one of those months they'll remember for a long time to come, and not necessarily for a bad reason. It could actually be for a very good reason. So I do suspect that there's going to be a couple of big developments over the coming month or so. And in that light, I'm going to do another couple of videos straight after this one on what I think are the 2 big topics. One is UK based only, I'm afraid, and the rest is for global dissemination. But in the meantime, yeah, it's Mercury retrograde, okay? There's still no sense of clarity, but it's no longer the over-horizon radar. It's now here. There's imminence, and I think that in the coming few days, we're going to see more and more kind of metaphorical shrugging of the shoulders and going, right, time to start making things happen. And as of next Tuesday morning, you can. Right, catch you later. Bye.